I tell you, is this going to be a Reagan-Mondale debate? We're all 80s. I'm thinking 80s with this weather right now.
There we go.
It's all about the 80s.
Way to fire up the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what.
I love the 80s.
But this is really an incredible spell that we're on here. You know, after the brief little insertion of some fall-like weather here this past weekend, we've gone right back to summer with now 2 days in a row having logged 80-degree plus temperatures, and those 80s are going nowhere anytime soon. Live pictures right now, Eldridge Roofing River Cam, all is quiet. One thing you may notice here, a little milkiness appearance to the atmosphere. There is some smoke that has returned from wildfires burning well to our northwest. Much thicker concentrations are seen to our north and west, but enough that it's at least noticeable, and that's why you have that little haze from time to time. Now, the good news is this smoke is way up aloft in our atmosphere. You're talking 10, 15, even 20,000 feet, so it's not coming down to ground level, not affecting our air quality, but it's something we're just not going to be losing here anytime soon. It means some great sunsets are likely ahead of us. It also means, though, that our high temperatures aren't fully able to realize their maximum potential, because that smoke does divert a little of the incoming sunlight, enough to knock our high temperatures down into the lower 80s. Earlier on, we were anticipating middle 80s here today. Again, nobody complaining about this, but unless you are a fan of the warmer temperatures, that smoke is just a little bit of a nuisance to the warming process. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful September day with temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Dew points remain extremely comfortable in the 40s and 50s. Now, that's kind of weird because we've got a pretty good southerly wind blowing. Ordinarily, you would suspect that humidity is going to rise. The reality here is that it's been so dry lately, the corn isn't sweating off water nearly as much as it was a couple weeks or even a month or so ago. Our ground is so dry, it's not able to evaporate any moisture back into the atmosphere. So it's really hard to turn humid in what has turned out to be a drought-like pattern. And it's for that reason I suspect that these sprinkles that are showing up in southwestern and south central Wisconsin will not reach ground level. Meanwhile, we continue to monitor Tropical Storm Francine, likely to become a hurricane and make landfall somewhere in Louisiana in the next 24 hours or thereabouts. Now, there was a thought that that could have impacts on us toward the weekend. We'll dive into those prospects in a little bit. The reality is we could use the rain because the allergy season is in full swing. Ragweed pollen is at high levels, and with no rain foreseen here likely for the next couple of days, allergy sufferers may have to contend with those maladies here for another couple of days. Nothing but sunshine expected for us here tomorrow, again on Thursday, and we'll keep that going into Friday as well. Although Friday, I do think we get some cloud cover from the south. That, of course, associated with Francine. There's the remnant moisture on Friday. Now, the million-dollar question is, does that get to us? The answer? Very likely not the case. Now, there could be a couple of sprinkles here or there, but any sort of organized rainfall does not appear to be in the cards for us thanks to this tropical system. So unfortunately, rain chances not until Saturday night, and it's only a 20% chance. That goes up to 30% on Sunday. So unfortunately, the beat will go on. The warmth will also go on, though, as we do anticipate significantly warmer than normal conditions to take us all the way through the weekend and likely into next week. We're heading up to 86 tomorrow and 87 on Thursday. We brought those temperatures down a tick or two because of the haze that's expected. Then lower 80s for us on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, including a trio of 83s to round out the 7-day forecast.
Wow.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
83, 83, 83.
That's a magic number.
Enjoy it. All right. Thank you, Mark. Still to come.